breaking that law, I didn't know I was breaking another one.
Well, I'm going to ask you some questions about it, but I'm going to read your rights first, okay? Before I ask you any questions, it's my duty to advise you your rights. You have the right to remain silent. You understand that?
Yes.
Anything you say can be used against you in court or other proceedings. You understand that?
Yes.
You have the right to consult an attorney before making any statement or answering any questions you may have in present with you during question. You understand that?
Yes.
You may have an attorney appointed by the court to represent you if you can't afford one, or otherwise obtain one. You do it at no cost to you. You understand that?
Yes.
You decide to answer the questions now without a lawyer. You still have the right to stop questioning at any time or stop the question for the purpose of consulting one. You understand that?
Yes. May I check that? That's why my wife messaged me back telling me about that. That's fine. Like I said, I'm trying to be lawful.
I'm not. Initial by HS, that's what I just read you. The sign right there, brother.
Thank you. I can't really. Thank you.
You got initial by the
Oh,
yeses.
yeah, initial by all the yeses.
Sorry, my nerves.
No, that's fine.
I'm trying to shake.
I've read the statement of rights shown above. I understand what my rights are. I'm willing to answer the questions and make the statement. I do not want to lawyer at this time. I understand and know what I'm doing. No promises or threats have been made to me, and no pressure of any kind have been used against me. If that's true, so is the vote.
At this time, yes.
Sure.
Depending on question, I may have to stop answering.
That's fine.
Next, initial anything?
No. I'll witness it.
Ask me how much bail it is whenever you get a minute. It's exactly what I just told them. I don't know yet.
We've got a bond book over there.
And you can tell me what the technical wording of the charge of them being charged
Carrying
is.
a weapon.
So that's it, carrying a weapon?
Yes.
Okay. I was told that was like a $30 ticket. That was it.
Negative.
I'm gonna read it to you whenever you get off the phone.
I'm off. If you're ready, I'm ready. I'm ready to go home.
Let me ask you something. Why were you carrying it?
Self-defense.
Okay. What's the reason for self-defense? Have you had
My grandpa was just murdered, and I heard the other day that 802 was punched in the face while trying to do a DUI stop. It's sole self-defense. I mean, if people are assaulting officers, the last thing I want to do is be assaulted or hurt with my wife and kids.
I understand. I'm going to read the purpose of carrying a weapon.
So this is the new one?
This is the Arkansas law on carrying a weapon.
Because I have it right here as well.
A person who commits the offense of carrying a weapon, if he or she possesses a handgun, a knife, or a club, on or about his or her person, in a vehicle, occupied by him or her, or otherwise readily available for use with the purpose to attempt to unlawfully employ the handgun, knife, or club as a weapon against a person. As used in this section, club means any instrument that is specifically designed, made, or attempted for the purpose of inflicting serious injury or death by striking, including the blackjack, billy club, and sap.
So, I have a
A
question.
handgun means any firearm with a barrel length of less than 12 inches that is designed, made, or adapted to be fired with one hand. A journey means a travel beyond the county which a person lives in, which I think pretty sure is what we said on the journey law, right?
That's the journey law. Act 747, before that states if I was unlawfully, willfully trying to employ. I'm not unlawfully, willfully trying to employ anything. I'm solely self-defense. So I don't understand how you can charge me with unlawfully employing my weapon when I did not unlawfully employ my weapon.
So you're going to shoot somebody and tickle them with it?
If self-defense, they come at me with a weapon and defend my life, yes, I will defend my life. But I do not plan on pulling my weapon unless my life is
You're
in
going to
danger.
shoot them and not hurt them seriously.
If they seriously hurt me, self-defense law says I'm allowed to seriously hurt them. I do not plan on hurting anyone unless they hurt me or my children first. I'll only carry in self-defense. I'm not trying to cause a problem. All I want to do is go home. First, I was told that I was unlawful, that I was within my rights, and that I was probably going to go home, and now I'm being charged and arrested, and I do not understand why.
You're being charged according to our prosecutor's office carrying a weapon.
And what
Our
does that
prosecutor
charge?
does not uphold there's no law in Arkansas that states.
There's no law saying we can't. It's the right to bear arms.
There's no law that says you can carry a gun.
There's no law saying I can't.
A concealment. It's carrying a weapon. That's right.
And it's lawful as long as I do not unlawfully try and employ my weapon. And I'm not unlawfully. If someone assaults me, I'm legally, lawfully allowed to assault them back. It's self-defense law. It's been tried. It's several times over. I'm not trying to cause a problem. All I want to do is go home.
It sounds like to me that's what you're doing. You knew and had intentions when you come walking around with a gun in a restaurant.
That did not promote, it did not say anything about not allowed to legally carry. And I told the management I would not carry in their establishment anymore, and I advised them they should post that it is legally not allowed to carry. Because by law, I'm allowed to carry in there as long as it is not posted. And it was not posted, sir. I'm not trying to argue, I just want to go home. And y'all are trying to make a case out of it when there's not one. Legally and lawfully, I'm not doing anything wrong. I legally carried a firearm. I did not unlawfully try and employ it. I did not even touch my firearm. So whenever I left the house, it was self-defense and self-defense only. I've been carrying ever since me and you talked on the email. Every day. And all your officers have seen me.
You didn't state on the email. I didn't answer. I did not tell you that you could carry.
You told me that as long as the Attorney General approved. Our Attorney General states in the email I sent you that she is for open carry.
For? Is there a law on it?
There's no law saying I can't, sir. That's what you don't understand. You're telling me I'm against the law. There's no law saying there's no law saying I can't. The Second Amendment right to bear arms says I can carry anywhere.
The default is carrying a weapon.
Carrying a weapon with a lawfully unemployed. I did not try and employ my weapon in any way, shape, or form. And I'm not trying to argue. I just want to go home. I'm not doing nothing wrong.
You can argue it in court.
I will argue it in court. I'll have my attorney there and a whole bunch of right activists as well. Because we are well within our right. We just had an open carry in Searcy 2 days ago. Donated it to the Searcy Police Department and shook their hand and they said, congratulations. And now y'all are arresting me and charging me. I do not understand. And all you're telling me is I'm against the law, but you can't tell me where I'm against the law because it's nowhere in there. No, he didn't. He told me I was legally, as long as I did not employ my weapon, which I never touched my weapon. You can ask
While
both
you're
your
busy
officers.
interrupting him, did you listen to the statute?
Yes, I have it on my phone if you'd like to see my background. I'm in a group. I understand what the laws are. I did not break any law. So if you want to charge me, take me to jail and charge me, and I will bond out and we will go to court. Because there's no law.
All right. This deal. We're gonna take you to jail, charge you with carrying a weapon, and I'm gonna seize your firearm until court.
What's the bond? What's the charge? What's the fine?
We'll find the bond when we get there.
Like I said, I'm not trying to be. All I want to do is take my firearm and go home, and you're telling me I'm breaking the law.
I know what you're trying to do. I know.
So where are we misunderstanding each other? So that way we can be on the same page for future reference. Because I don't want to have this problem again. I want to be on the same page.
I think you need to look up the laws before you do it.
The law states we're allowed to do it. You told me yourself in the email that...
I've never told you that you could carry...
Did you read the email from me to you? I've got it right here on my phone. I can show you where you told me. As long as the Attorney General did not say it was not approved. I'm just trying to follow it. You said.
You know it's going to be your court date. Your bond's $21.45.
$2,100 for carrying a firearm?
$2,145 bond.
You mind if I take one of your cards, sir?
No, sir. No.
And I understand it's being videotaped. I have no problem with that.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you understand that we're both being videotaped.
Yes,
So
sir.
that way when it goes to court, they can look it up themselves.
Yes, sir.
So you will be personally in control of my firearm whenever I come to return it?
You'll be placing evidence until after court and then further whatever the judge decides to do after that.
Okay. So the technical wording is carrying a firearm in city limits.
No, carrying a weapon is what you're charged with. You were carrying a weapon.
I was carrying my firearm. I will not deny I was carrying my firearm.
If you had committed a felony with it,
Which I didn't.
I understand, but I would charge you with use of the communication, which is states in there as well. But you wouldn't. I agree.
And I had no intent to commit a felony or a misdemeanor. It was solely chance that you're charging me with a misdemeanor.
Right. What's the purpose of the scanner?
It's a hobby. Instead of watching cops on TV, I listen to y'all.
But you told me on video a while ago that you listened to it when the cops pulled up.
I did.
And they were coming.
I listened to it.
If you're not breaking the law, why would you need to know what the
Because I like cops. I like listening to cops.
No,
it's a hobby. Yes, sir.
No, sir. That is not
You
why.
can
Why
ask the
would
officers
you want
if
to
they
know
don't
if the cops is coming to
Because
talk to you if you hadn't
No,
done anything illegal?
I didn't want to know.
That's
if
what
they
you
wanted
said.
to
I got
talk
you on
to me.
video.
I said I'll carry it so that way I did call in when they did talk to me. And you can check your dispatch. I called in, told them who I was, where I was at, and what I was doing.
But if you are not doing anything wrong, you have no business trying to find out where the cops is
They,
coming to
I
see
knew
you
they
if
were
you
going to
do
call
nothing
sooner or
wrong.
later
Because the
you
cops
called.
wouldn't come over there if you ain't doing anything wrong. You walked in McDonald's with a gun.
And it does not state that it is illegal to do so. So I did
Was
not.
you robbing it?
No.
Well, how do we know?
They didn't say I was robbing it. The McDonald's manager
They
told me
said
I was in the right.
How many
That the
people,
only
like 4 or 5
problem
people
was.
called?
The only thing the McDonald's manager said, and I quote, is that I was doing nothing wrong. They just do not allow weapons in their facility. Their facility did not state on the building that I was allowed or not allowed to carry in their building. And their management said they would work on it. Did they not, officer?
I said they were posted.
Thank you. So I was doing nothing lawfully wrong in that business.
Hey, what
And the
about
business
sort of
didn't tell me I couldn't come back. They told me thank you for my business.
Is your last 4 of your social 6 7 right there?
Yes, sir. I've been nothing but lawful. I've answered all your questions. I've done everything you've asked me to do. I've been on it. I just don't understand why I'm being charged whenever I'm told that if I didn't lawfully employ my weapon, it is not a chargeable offense. And I did not touch my weapon. Not even when your officers asked to check my weapon did I touch my weapon.
So you're in fear for your life, and you think you've got some reason walking down the street that somebody's going to hurt you?
It's self-defense. Everybody
Why
has
haven't
the
you
right
come
to
to
bear
talk to
arms.
us about it? Maybe we can handle the problem for you.
All y'all do is end up taking reports, or whenever there's a case, you handle the case if it pronounced itself in front of y'all.
You
If
even
you're
said that you
not
were
there
carrying a
to
weapon
see it,
because of an incident that happened with your grandpa.
self-defense. It's legal and law-abiding citizens' Second Amendment, the right to bear arms.
There's a
There's
problem.
nothing you can tell me that
If
says I
there's
do
a
not have
problem
the right
that
to
you,
bear my arms.
sir, let me talk.
Go ahead.
If there's a problem that you're concerned about, where somebody
It's self-defense.
is threatening you,
No one's threatening me.
well, you
Well,
said
then
you got cause to carry a weapon because somebody.
Self-defense. It is the right to carry a weapon. My
It's just
grandpa
not-
was just murdered
Let me talk.
for no reason.
Let me speak, okay? Can I speak
And then,
without you
and then
interrupting
let
me?
me speak.
Can I speak without you interrupting me?
Go ahead.
Okay. If you have an issue with somebody, or you think you're going to have an issue for maybe using your weapon, that's what we're here for.
I don't have an issue with anyone. It's self-defense. No one's threatened me.
So
No one said anything.
so you're gonna walk
I carry
around-
every day, all day
Listen
long.
to me. So you're going to sit there and shaking your boots because you think somebody's going to have a problem with you to the point that where you're going to have to pull a weapon.
I carry my weapon day in and day out, and it's the first problem I've ever had with anyone.
Wow.
And it's because y'all do not understand the law.
I think you're trying to provoke us, sir.
I think you're trying to charge me with something
I
that I
think
haven't
you're
done
trying to
anything wrong.
provoke an incident.
I think you knew when you
Because
left
you
the
have-
house with your scanner.
You have a
knew
different
exactly what you
agenda.
were doing.
And when you
We're gonna let
say
you. I'll
whatever
tell you
you
what.
want.
Listen to me.
All I'm gonna do is
Shut up and let me talk. What I want you to do is I want you to bring your evidence and come to my prosecutor and judge and let them explain to you that you broke the law. Do you understand?
I understand what you're saying.
You have the right to remain silent. Exercise it.
I also have the right.
Exercise it. Don't say nothing else. I'm done talking to you.
I will talk to these officers then.
No, you're not going to talk to anybody. Don't go put him in the car or somebody.
All right. Chief, you want this?
I need you.
Let's go, sir.
No.
Anything else on you at all?
They've already searched me and took everything.
Well, I'm going to do it again, okay? Turn around for me. All right, turn around for me.
I still don't understand.